Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, my name is LJ and you're watching NoClutch Garage. And today we're going to be talking about a low pressure fuel pump upgrade from Precision Raceworks. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, let's talk about this guy right here. You guys already saw me talk about the PI system that Precision Raceworks offers. Now we're going to talk about the low pressure fuel pump, and you will see how this and that ties in together. So let's go ahead and unbox this. A lot of wrapping stuff. Oh, okay. Can't move it out of the way. Okay. All right, so first things first, let's pull out this pump. All right, so if you have never seen a low pressure fuel pump on our cars, this is what it looks like, minus that part. But yeah, essentially this is what that looks like. It's a bucket design, has a hat, has a feed. Generally, that's what it looks like. So what Precision Raceworks does is they add a secondary pump, and I believe this is a 525 Walbro. And then obviously there's more custom stuff here going on. And then you have these bolts for the hop switch that will be routed to the front of the car, and I will talk all about that in just a second. But first, let's see what comes with the kit. So here's the fuel pump first. Let's see what we got here. If I open this up, and I have not opened like anything else at all on this one, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Okay, this looks like fuel regulator, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. This is like this is some race car stuff, like for real. So we're gonna put the fuel regulator away. There's a plate of some sort. Take all the bubble wrap off. Stickers. This is the hop switch harness. I have installed one of these before. Kind of curious how this one turns out, but yeah, this wiring harness is essentially gonna ensure that your secondary pump works, and the hop switch that's gonna be included with the harness is so that it can activate the pump when needed. So we're gonna put this here, and then here, this bigger guy right here. These are fuel lines, okay? So these are upgraded fuel lines. They're smoothbore PTFE fuel lines, and these are basically just upgraded lines to handle E85 better. And then right here we have a filter, and I'm gonna open that up to show you what it looks like. And of course, before I do that, we're gonna have some more fittings here. I'm not exactly sure how these are gonna work out yet, but they included them. All right, so this is the fuel filter. It tells you right here which way the fuel needs to run. So if this is the inlet, the fuel needs to be coming out this way and going through, and then coming out the outlet. And this is a 10 micron filter, which is great. We'll talk more about that. All right guys, now that we have all the parts laid out, let's talk a little bit about the filter. So the filter, there's already a filter within your fuel pump, but this is an extra added safety measure. And the reason why I was pretty adamant about having a fuel filter is because I've seen how dirty some of this pump E85 is. And honestly, once you get to a certain level with your build, you don't want to risk it. You don't want dirty fuel in your fuel tank, and this will help minimize any risk of debris or any contaminant that can make it through the filters and possibly cause, like, I don't know, maybe a failure with your injectors. Maybe they get clogged up over time or something like that. You don't want anything like that happening, especially imagine if you're going 130 140 miles an hour down the track and suddenly one of your injectors gets stuck. Yeah, that's the recipe for disaster, so we definitely don't want that. So that's why there is a filter with this kit. This is the 4.5 kit. This is the most aggressive kit I have found for this car. This is more than enough for what I'm doing. And then here we have the fuel regulator. And the fuel regulator, because there is going to be a lot of fuel coming out of that, you do want a regulator, and you want to set the regulator to the desired pressure that you want. So here you would connect a gauge or a fuel tester gauge or something like that. You can buy one separately, and it will always tell you what fuel pressure your pump is running at. You have a set screw at the top, which is gonna move a valve that's inside up or down, and that is to set the fuel pressure, and then you lock it into place. You definitely want something like this if you're really getting to the race car stuff, these are gonna come up a lot, as well as the filters. Alright guys, and I don't want to overcomplicate this video. This is just an unboxing. All this stuff that comes with these packages I will be going over once we go to the installation videos. I'm not going to get too in depth right now, but I just wanted to show you what comes with these kits. The 4.5 kit is a serious kit. I don't recommend you dropping all that money if you're not going to be taking racing seriously. There are better options out there for you. There's a stage 3, there's a stage 4. Pretty sure there are lower stages too, or you know, just a simple wall pump would suffice. But definitely this pump setup is for some serious power, at least on a BMW. With this, you can support well over 1,000 wheel horsepower on full E85. And then if you go obviously to a mix, then you would have better flow, and at that rate, yeah, you could really make some jam if you wanted to. But you know, the difference between E50 and full E85 is not that much in terms of power, but in terms of cooling, you will have better cooling with full E85. So that's just something to consider if you plan on upgrading your low pressure fuel pump. And another important thing is that when you're running port injection, you want to upgrade your fuel pump, your low pressure fuel pump, because you're sending all that fuel to 12 injectors. You're no longer sending it to 6 injectors. You have effectively doubled the injector number, and therefore you're going to be consuming more fuel. So it's important to keep the pressures up and keep the low pressure fuel pump from crashing, so you don't, you know, go into catastrophic failures. Fueling is very important. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching me discuss some of this briefly and taking everything out of the box. Not gonna put everything back in. Hope this was informative. Hope you understand a little bit more of what comes with this package and what it all means. We will be discussing this more once I get ready to install it. I'll see you later guys. Peace.